Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see sockets in Python programming. Python programming has built-in libraries for TCP sockets. So it makes our life easier while using sockets in Python programming. Let's look at the syntax for socket. Import socket. Obj socket is a variable name. You can give any variable name equal to socket.socket of socket.af underscore inet sock underscore stream. Using this, we can import and initiate a variable for socket. Using this obj socket, which is a variable name, you can make use of all the methods that are available in the socket library. Whenever we receive and send message, we have to decode and encode the messages accordingly whenever we use client-server programming. In the later part of this video, we are going to see a sample Python program where we are going to interact with the client and server. During that time, we are going to see and we are going to use encode and decode methods. Get host by name is a method which will return the IP address of the host. If you pass a host name into this get host by name method, it will return the IP. Let's use this sample code. Import socket. strip is my variable name. Socket.getHost by name of a host name. So this will return the IP address and we can see the IP address. Let's run this. Okay. So it is returning the IP address of the host which we passed here. We also have a method called get host name. This will return the host name. Let's see this method usage in the sample client server programming. For this demo, I have developed two files. First file is for server. So this is my server programming, and I have also used another file for client programming. This is my server. I'm importing socket, initializing the socket. I'm using get host name. So this will return my local host because I'm going to run it in my PC. And then using bind method, I'm connecting it to my host and port number is 8080. I'm using listen of 1 so that it can accept only one. While true, I'm using connection comma address equal to obj server.accept. So once it is accepted, it will return connection and address. I'm using a variable called str client response. While true, data equal to connection dot receive of 4096, a byte value. If not data, then it will break, it will close the connection, and then it will say client connection closed. Next, if there is no issues, then it will get the response using data.decode. I'm decoding the response which I got it from the client, and then I'm printing the client response. Using connection.send, I'm sending a method to the client saying that thank you from server. I'm using .encode method so that the values are encoded. Next, I'm using connection.close and print client connection closed. Next, let's look at the client side programming. Same import socket, initialization of socket. I'm getting the same host name. I'm also going to run this in my local PC. So it will connect it to my local host. I'm using send method. I'm saying that sample client has the message. I'm using encode method so that it will be encoded when it is sent to the server. I'm receiving the method value. I'm using 1024 as the byte. and I'm using obj client.close. I'm closing the connection which I had it with the server. Next, I'm displaying what response I got it from the server. The server will be returning thank you from server. The method that was the value that was passed from the client to the server is sample client. So first I have to run my server. So my server is running. It is waiting for the my client. It will send a sample client. It this received a sample client, and it the server sent thank you from server. So that message was also received from the client side. In the next video, I will be sharing how to chat between client and server. So client can send a message, receiver will the server will receive, and from the server we can send a message, the client will receive, so that they can have a simple chat programming. Please check the video description. In the video description I have shared my blog post. From the blog post you should be able to get the sample code which we referenced in this video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.